son of ano, ay ganito. Eh di imagine kung hindi ka lang self-proclaim, ano ka lang, di ba? Ayan, nagmumura-mura ka lang na mayor, di ba? So, I'm just saying, di ba, at the level of psychological barriers and political precedence, if I can put it, right? If you're Duterte, you'll worry about. Dami lang ginawang drama, resistance, it didn't work. If the PNP wanted it, they got it done. And General Torre was really, really effective in seeing this through without any incidents or drama.
Well, the drama will fade away the moment you're arrested, because remember what Quiboloy said. He will not allow himself to be taken alive. He
Oh,
said that.
yeah. May mga harakiri, ano pa silang
Yeah,
drama,
but
di
now
ba?
he meekly surrendered, and he got the mug shot, and he barefooted pa. So I mean, it's really a huge climb down. It happens to everybody.
You can talk big, my friend, and then, I mean, I heard Duterte may drama like that na maghaharakiri din siya or something like that. Now, baglang, hindi rin, hindi rin magdadrama lang yan, di ba? Wow, these are crazy times. I mean, just as to the degree that you know, how much was this a conjugal kingdom, if I can put it, between Digong and Quiboloy, Kibs? Apollo pala, sorry. Apollo and Digong. I mean, isn't it a strange a spiritual man and an anti-religious man together?
Well, it's really a strange combination, but one is the spiritual advisor of the other. But now the spiritual advisor is being charged uh, with sex trafficking and with is now rape. In fact, there was this video that was shown earlier tonight where a member of one of the they call it servers or uh,
Yung mga night shift, ano? Oh, yeah.
yes, the girls who would massage him. He just made a television. He said he was raped. No?
Yeah, so imagine if ito yung spiritual advisor ni Digong, imagine yung walang ano, yung ano lang, yung tinutulungan pa niya, 'di ba? I mean, that tells you the depths, the levels that we're talking about here in terms of alleged depravity. At least with Digong, he's honest naman with this, with his ano, 'di ba? Indiscretions, if we can put it mildly. If you're BBM right now, Justice Carpio, are you a happy man, a worried man, excited man? I mean, like, what? Okay, so you couldn't draw the literary portrait thumbnail of of Quiboloy or Digong. What about BBM, Justice Carpio? What do you think is going through his mind, through his synaptic nerve system and all of that?
Well, at least this is one one check of the many boxes you tick one. Uh, but there's so many, and the most important there really is the West Philippine Sea, because gas is involved there, and we're running out of gas in Malampaya, and that one is really going to affect us. So that one, he has not shown his hand yet how he will solve that.
I mean, honestly, Justice Carpio, I think now let's look at the nexus of all of this. I mean, you're talking about high-stakes geopolitics. Ang pinag-usapan natin dito, kalaban mo China, napakalaki na bansa, ang daming stakes. To what? I mean, hindi ba mahirap mag-concentrate si BBM sa ganitong mga issue na sobrang high-stakes kung ganun kagulo yung domestic politics? Because aminin natin, Quiboloy is a big deal. Alice Go, not herself, but she could potentially be just the tip of the iceberg of something really, really big, no? And then Dutertes could be also on the chopping wood soon. So, hindi ba mahihirapan din si BBM mag-concentrate sa international issues, or maybe the international issues are his way of relaxing and showing heroism na nahirapan siya domestically?
Well, it's really tough there because any time of the day, in the middle of the night, a crisis can erupt, and you have to be on top of everything. So it's really tough. The work of I've seen President Fidel V. Ramos before. Now I worked with him there in Malacanang, and it was 24 hours a day. I mean, at any time of the day or night, you can be called if a crisis erupts.
Yeah, if perhaps it helped that he's a workaholic. No, I think anyone who knows FVR or knew FVR, when this guy is a work. I think he just slept 4 hours a day or something like that. Something. So you were the chief legal advisor, right, Justice?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. No, because some people are wondering if you served also in the executive branch. I said he has served at the executive branch. Is that a secretary position, cabinet position?
Cabinet position,
Cabinet
yes.
position, right? Exactly. So I'm just telling, just for people to be reminded, justice was not just, I mean, it's great to be a justice and a lawyer, but he also served in very senior executive position. For people who are wondering also about, kasi parang dami niyong alam daw dun sa mga nitty-gritty. Saan daw niya natutunan? Sabi, nag-serve yan sa Malacanang. Ano ba kayo, di ba? I think people have to know more about your other side kasi sumigat kaya as justice more than anything. I think that's why people, di ba ako, I asked you noon, Justice, when you were still in Supreme Court, kasi sabi ko, bakit, may, anong paki mo sa, sa West Philippines, like in a very nice way. Bakit West Philippines? Ayun pala, like, oh my God, you were on top of this issue noon pala, nung Panganiban Reef pa and all of that, no? So just to remind people. Now, Justice, let's go back again to the issue we raised the other last week, no? May update na ba tayo dun sa fund issue, yung PhilHealth issue and all of that, and some of the potential irregularities and all?
Well, there was a hearing with the House and the Senate, and the uh, uh, president of PhilHealth, Ledesma, stated in the Senate today that he received an instruction cabinet, from a cabinet meeting led by the
Right.
president to transfer the funds. Well, this is a new development because he was saying it was because of the circular of the Finance Secretary Recto that I transferred the funds. But now he's bringing up the authority, a cabinet meeting led by the president. So he does not saying the president himself, but he said he received an instruction uh, from a cabinet meeting led by the president. Well, but of course, that just gives us an indication up to what level the authority was given. But at the end of the day, at bottom, it's a question of whether uh, the funds from PhilHealth can really be transferred constitutionally. Because my position is that it cannot be transferred because it's a special fund raised through taxation for a specific purpose. And the Constitution says you cannot use it for any other purpose unless you abandon the purpose, and we have not abandoned PhilHealth, or the purpose has been accomplished. Well, it has not been obviously accomplished because a lot of hospitals have not been paid. A lot of people still require health services. I mean, they're complaining there is a lack of health services. So it's really a constitutional issue.
Yun nga eh. Yeah, so let's wait for the Supreme Court perhaps to make a final.
Yeah, well, there are
Yeah.
already my group will be filing a petition also. There's a petition already filed by Sheila Magno, Professor Sheila Magno, and my group will also be filing.
This is the whole anti-confidential fund, dodgy fund, yeah, all of this prerogative-based fund thing. Wait, Justice, are you implying that we saw a reverse of sacrificial lamb, like sacrificial lion? Like, di, wala ako sinabi, nagsabing sa taas. Ganun ba yung nangyari? Like, kaysa it goes downwards. Like, no, 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 siya nga nagsabi eh. Ganun ba yan? Pataas
Because
yung naglagan.
because if they are wrong and we are correct, this will be plunder. Yeah, because plunder is only 50 million. This is they're
Billion.
transferring
Yeah.
billions, tens of billions from PhilHealth, about 89.9 billion, and they already transferred uh, from uh, the PDIC, the Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, 100 billion. Can you just imagine that?
Just as their live questions, I mean, one of the things I like about live, someone's asking, baka yung ruling will come way after the moment the funds is transferred. Let's say November na transferring yung ruling. Let's say January 2020. I'm sorry, January 25 yung ruling, and then let's say the fund was transferred in November 2024. Is there a way to correct this or redress this if ever the
Yes, we will
comes?
be asking for
Really?
TRO, yes, restraining order when we file, because if they delay because they scheduled the oral arguments in January, by that time all the funds would have been transferred already. I mean, simot na yung pundo ng PhilHealth, no? So we will be asking for to freeze all the transfers.
And hindi naman siguro magastos lahat by that time. Medyo siguro naman, hindi naman ito yung confidential fund ni Madam. 11 days, ubos na kaagad. Ay sabi niya, 146% efficiency rate. Napakagaling gumastos yung mga kaibigan natin dyan. Talagang confidential fund queen. Justice, going back to this, para talaga pag nagsama tayong dalawa, alam nila China ang ibabash natin. But let's go a little bit indirectly to China. Alice Go, all right? Let's be very clear. AKA Alice Go, actually, Whopping Go, okay? Whopping Go, pero AKA Alice Go. Baliktad yung ginawa ng PNP eh. What is your read of her extradition? I mean, I don't know how to even... Ano ba nangyari doon? Nag-charter plane lang sila, binalik lang. I mean, what the heck was going on? Fan meet sila? I mean, selfie kingdom, ano daw tayo? Selfie center of the world? What the heck was that, Justice? What were you feeling when you saw, she went there, pakit lang with them? I mean, parang ang galing niya mag-manipulate, no? Like, immediately, hindi niya pinagbigyan si Abalos. Mag-Abalos, papunta pa lang. Hi, sir, kamusta po? Nag-meet tayo nung last year, naalala niyo? Hindi na nakapwesto si Abalos. Ay, ganun ba? Ikaw ba si Alice? Ikaw naman? Gumana ba naman siya? Oh, sir, di ba? Ganun, like, immediately she disarmed them. Eh. Parang may training ba ito? Magaling, magaling. I mean, what is your read of the whole
Well,
situation?
she's apparently very very perceptive, no? Yung uh, she knows how to put to calm people, and of course, when you look at a girl like that who has been dispensing billions of pesos, I mean, there is awe. People are awed, and it apparently uh, uh, the that on that sentiment of being awed apparently reflected on the people who arrested her, no?
Disarming, disarming. Yeah.
Very disarming. So, but over time that will wear out because the she will have to face the cases.
What is your read of the Senate hearings? Necessary pa rin ba itong mga Senate hearings na to? Kasi, okay, I think Sherwin Gatchalian, Risa Ontiveros, I mean, they earned their keep, no? Pero parang daming sumali nung kahapon, parang naging Netflix series na. Tapos, yung ibang epal pa, I don't know kung Tres Marias, but I mean, yung iba pa parang, ano daw, kawawa pa si Alice Go, may death threats daw sa kanya. Parang ang layo ng mga narratives nila doon sa nangyari. Naging biktima pa si Alice, si Whopping Go, di ba?
Well, I think they have to uncover one thing: who are the masterminds? Who are the people behind Alice Go? Because obviously she's not the source of the funds. No, the funds came from somewhere for someone. So we have to know the root of the problem, and they haven't scratched that yet. No,
And,
so and of course there's the question of whether it should be uh, it should be the Tarlac or the Pampanga court that will handle. But it's technical because if you follow if you're saying that, oh, a mayor with salary grade 27, that's her salary grade, the case should be filed with the Sandigan. But if you use that argument, you're saying she's a mayor,
she's
but on the
legitimate
other hand, you're saying
Filipino. Yeah.
she cannot be a mayor because she's not a Filipino. So there will be an
Oo
inconsistency.
nga, medyo this
So
is
I
really
think
uncharted territory.
that's why I think the ombudsman decided to say, okay, we have taken the position that she is a foreign alien, and of course, to be a mayor, you must be a Filipino. So, in other words, she was holding illegally the position. So you cannot go to the Sandigan that she is a mayor. You have to go to the
Usurper siya.
RTC now to say that she's a usurper.
Yeah, usurper. Yeah, I think very medyo English Civil War. Kasi justice baka pag bumalik dun sa kanila, meron pa. Nakita mo yung mga memes na may mga billboard. Welcome back, Mayor. Tapos nakaganon lahat ng tao. Yung demure, mindful. Yung mga like, this is Banana Republic stuff, di ba? I mean, I don't know, you saw the pictures, yung mga Bureau of Immigration ba, yung mga naki-selfie pa sa kanya. And you could see the Indonesian driver was like that, yung parang half sarcastic pa. Sigurado ba itong mga tao to gusto mag-picture tapos yung kalate lang nakikita? Like, I mean, what does it tell about our country? And then BBM coming in and saying, ay, wala lang yan. I mean, do you think BBM really believes na wala lang yan? I mean, nakakaya yan, di ba? It didn't reflect well on our, essentially our law enforcement agencies. Buti nga nakabawi si Torre kay Quiboloy eh.
Yeah, well, apparently we are celebrity focus. I mean, taking selfies as a habit already. So if you make an
Pati si
arrest, you take
Quiboloy,
a
di ba? Pati
selfie.
si Quiboloy.
Bakit wala nag-selfie kay Kibuloy?
Meron, di ba yung mga officials yung nakakefaya pa siya and ganun. Pero I don't know if it's counted as a selfie kasi parang mukhang galit lang siya doon eh. Parang more like evidence.
Tsaka wala na, the face was covered eh. Eh si Alice, tinanggal niya pa yung ano niya eh, mask niya eh.
Welcome back. At saka, syempre, Justice, I have a very important legal question. Ano po yung status ng mga freebies na inoffer sa kanya ng Burger Brothers? Meron ding Golden Rolex sa Green Hills. Di ba sabi nila kung mag-surrender, ay hindi kasi siya nag-surrender, no? So, hindi na ma-claim yung Brothers Burger at saka Rolex in Green Hills niya, no? Alam yung mga tao, kung ano yung mga tanong ng tao, concern talagang tao, no, Justice, dun sa mga freebies talaga. Sino kakaya ng mga, maganda yung Rolex, nakita ko yung, yung golden Rolex, medyo pang Shenzhen. Let's go to the latter and last part of our conversation, Justice, because we started also a little bit late. I hope I didn't catch it too late. Pag-usapan natin ulit yung latest sa West Philippine Sea. So kanina lang, obviously the interview will come later, and kausap ko si Secretary Manalo, no? Among other things, of course, discuss natin yung interim agreement. I also asked about yung Admiral Lopez decision to expand this interim agreement to cover other areas. Looking back at the past 3 months or so, did that interim agreement, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, understanding not to understand, or agreement to disagree, did it work, or is it a template for moving forward? What is your understanding of that? Of course,
Well,
people
it
can
worked for
watch the
China.
interview separately for Secretary Manalo, but I want to get your point of view in retrospect.
Well, I think it worked for China because the first of all, they're saying there's an agreement. I said an agreement means there's a meeting of the minds. Right after the minutes of the meeting were signed, the Chinese said this is what it means, that the Philippines will inform us before they do Aurora. They will allow us to inspect the vessel, and we
Make sure it's
can.
just humanitarian, something like that. Make sure it's
Yeah.
just human.
And immediately our side said, no, that's not the agreement. In other words, there was no meeting of the minds. So there was no agreement. They disagreed. There was no agreement. And the spokesperson of the Philippines said, we are going to expand that